seems that it would be the nature of addictions and mental health issues that there's no simple answer, there's no magic pill, there's no treatment that works every time. People and their psyche and their minds are different, and there's always going to be setbacks. There's always going to be non-desired outcomes. That seems to be part of when you sign up to treat people with these issues. That seems to be always a possibility. Am I overthinking that?
No, I don't think you're overthinking it. I think it is somewhat of a simplistic way to think about it, maybe even. Yeah, I think you're right. If it was otherwise, you wouldn't have treatment centers kicking individuals out of treatment for displaying the same behaviors that put them there in the first place, and you wouldn't have that sense of rejection. Again, a lot of the veterans that come to our transition facility have been to treatment center after treatment center after treatment center. Sometimes they've been rejected and kicked out. Sometimes they have completed those services, and when they get out of that structured environment, they struggle and they fall. And it is a very common thing within the substance abuse treatment world, and even the mental health treatment world, is harm reduction. Is that in the process of treatment and recovery, there's also a harm reduction process. So I say to our staff for all the time, and some of our critics, is if we don't help these veterans who have experienced so much rejection, who will? If we don't get them off the street, who does? There are plenty of other transition facilities throughout this country and the state that will freely kick veterans out for breaking the rules, or even relapse. So we want to maintain those harm reduction issues, which is why I'm on staff, which is why I have 3 other social workers on staff. Which is why we call the VA daily, sometimes hourly, throughout the day, addressing these issues. But at the same time, addressing those harm reduction issues, we want to find a way to find programmings, or we want to find programmings that reject less and help more of the veterans that feel so hopeless and lost. And if we can do that over time, build that trust relationship, develop with them that healthy interaction, that healthy connection, that healthy relationship, we have found, especially in our aftercare programs, them engaging in long-term counseling and treatment services on an outpatient level, where before they would reject it all the way around.
And so when someone's rejected from treatment, that seems that not only doesn't help the veteran, that doesn't help the facility to accomplish its goal. You're not doing anything for anyone. You're throwing someone out because I don't understand why you would throw that person out if they could find some treatment.
So please don't misunderstand my comments as criticism for treatment centers kicking them out. They have their protocols, they have barriers that they have to follow, and they're very important. Our point is that when they're rejected and when they're kicked out, where do they go? Our veterans don't have a home to go to. They don't have relationships to go to. They don't have anybody working with them to help with harm reduction. So if many of you are in treatment and you relapse in treatment and you are removed from that treatment facility, most of us have a home to go to. We have families that take care of us. And when we're suicidal, we have families that support us and get us into treatment or watch after our harm reduction needs. But veterans that are homeless and are rejected or removed for appropriate reasons from treatment, where do they go? They go on the streets. And so we want to be their home. We want to be the place where they can go to in that sense of hopelessness and rejection, where their harm reduction needs are taken care of. That's the niche where the Journey Home really wants to excel in. Because there's enough of the other transitional facilities out there that do what I just said, that they have their protocols, they have their barriers, and they appropriately remove them from the facility. But for those that are homeless, we want to be that safe place to go, so that we can engage them in those healthy interactions, engage them in those healthy relationships and connections, so that sometime we can get them into treatment.
Thank you. Thank you for your help to our veterans.
It's our pleasure. Thank you for your support. We couldn't do this without you and all those who value our mission.